Hey guys, Dr. Sean here with the Mobile Athlete. I got another shoulder exercise for you today, RNT overhead squat. Reactive neuromuscular training for the overhead squat position. Oftentimes, we have a hard time getting into a good solid overhead position whenever we are doing overhead squats or overhead pressing. And what this exercise does is it helps prime the shoulder to get it ready to improve the motor pathways of the muscles to that shoulder blade. What I mean is most of us fly a desk. Our shoulders are always forward and the muscles of our upper back and mid back are very weak. So they have a hard time holding our shoulders back and up in an optimal position so that when we go overhead, what we often do is we dump our back. So our shoulder is out here. In order to get neutral, we drop our back in order to get our shoulder over our head so that we don't injure our shoulder. But then we end up getting back problems. What we want to do in this case is we want to be in a good overhead position. We want to keep our chest up, our belly tight, and our spine in a neutral position, and we want to keep that shoulder blade pulling back. I got an exercise for you right here, the RNT overhead squat. What we're going to do is we're going to take a medium size, a really light size band for this exercise, and we're going to put it around our hand, and we're going to point our thumb backwards. Now, what this exercise is going to do is when I press overhead, that band is wanting to pull me forward. I'm having to constantly fight against that tension of that band. Now from here, what I want to do is I want to drop down into my squat, my overhead squat, and come back up. Now when I go down into that position, the shoulder wants to keep tipping forward. So I'm fighting against it. Because sometimes the only way to make this better is to try to make the problem worse by exacerbating it with stressing the muscles that are weak in a position that you're compromised. Guys, doing this exercise for about 10 to 15 times on each arm with a 3 to 5 second descend into that overhead squat with the band is a great way to get that shoulder primed, the shoulder blades, muscles firing, and prepped and ready for the overhead squat. Give that a shot. Let me know what you think.